Good afternoon, everyone. I am yet to introduce myself to you once again, but this is Charles Mudawa, your teacher of ICT and Computer Studies at Busoga College, Mwere. I'm privileged to hold a lesson online, and I welcome you. Specifically for this lesson, we are going to be looking at a topic which I'm going to introduce. I will be welcoming your ideas, and I pray that you feel at home. Please stay at home, learn ICT when you're at home, wash your hands, and we shall be safe. One day, I know we shall resume our studies. Now today, we are going to look at what we call ergonomics. Now, when we are looking at ergonomics, simply, this one refers to minimizing injury or discomfort, okay, while using a computer. Now, this kind of discomfort, how does it come to your body, to your, you feel a lot of pain, prolonged use of a computer. This is what we are talking about. I've already defined it as minimizing injury while using a computer, okay? Or discomfort, that kind of discomfort. Now, what are the steps to follow? What are the steps to follow while you are using a computer? First of all, position your monitor correctly. It must be at arm's length. Also ensure that you use an adjustable chair. Maybe if you cannot have an adjustable chair, ensure that at least you are sitting upright. When you sit upright, one, you are also helping, you support the back altogether. In the long run, when you become old, you'll face it rough. Why? Because you don't have an adjustable chair. The other thing that you must take note of is have a proper position while typing. You cannot type and your fingers are up like this, or your arms. You can also not type and you are down and you're like this. You'll feel a lot of discomfort. This is what we are talking about. You must sit upright on my chair. You can see how I am sitting. This is my monitor, okay? And I must sit at arm's length. Arm's length means that from here to my monitor, that means I am also protecting my sight. I'd forgotten to put on because I use a lot of light. So, the next thing that I am going to discuss is identifying let's identify some 5 health hazards associated with the prolonged use of computers. I know you know some of them, but I want to start with headache. The moment you use the computer without having breaks, you'll always have headache. The other thing is the wrist pain. You'll always have pain altogether because of that kind of discomfort. Some of those health hazards. Okay? Back pain, the back. Every time because you don't sit very well, the back. Eye strain, that is why I have put on mine, okay? So that I am protected. Fatigue, you become too tired. Then also stress, yes. So these are some of the health hazards that are associated with the prolonged use of the computers, okay? Maybe we can also now look at how do we prevent some of these? How do we prevent some of the above health hazards? One, you must always take a break. I normally tell my students at Msoga College Mwere that always take a break. If you are going to sit on the computer for 1 hour, take a break of 15 minutes off doing something else, not concentrating on the same thing. At the end of the day, you will be having a lot of fatigue. Are we together, members? So, also use a rotating chair to avoid back pain. Rotating, when you go to the offices, somebody rotates around. Mine does not rotate, okay? But it is because of the situation we are in the country. But this one also supports my back. But I'm not saying that use this one, okay? Use that one that can rotate. It is flexible. It will help you to have a lot of comfort. Out together. Then also use anti-glare screen, okay? These ones that reduce sunlight on your screen, okay? They actually avoid the eye strain, okay? Then also position your monitor proportionally to your eyes, okay? What comes when my monitor is not proportionally to my eyes, okay? It is the neck. I get neck pain, okay? The other thing is assume proper position when typing, okay? Example, this is my keyboard, and yes, I am comfortable, and I can type. They are resting, and I will be comfortable while doing my work. All together. Lastly, because my lesson always goes for only 10 minutes, since it is an online and video lesson. Ways you can ensure safety of computers in the lab, okay? Or we can call it computer lab security. What can we do, okay? For us locally at Msoga College Mwere, we have employed security personnel. These personnel, they guard the computer lab 24/7. What do I mean? They are always there from morning to morning, guarding the computer lab, meaning that we are keeping our computers safe. Are we together? Then also, I have to put in computer rules and regulations. That's why not every person every day enters the computer lab. You must have rules so that you know which class has entered today, so that you can follow up. Don't just have a class. Every time, there are students who will always stay in the computer lab. I believe even you in your schools or your stations, there are people who never leave the computers every day. Then you wonder, help that child so that does not get problems in the future. The other way that you can ensure safety is that make sure that all the computer lab equipment, such as computers and other assets, are actually locked through the cable, okay? You lock the cable so that no one can actually pull them off. Even when these power cables, ensure that they are locked so that nobody disorganizes the computers. Otherwise, you'll find that someone will pull a cable from the system unit, changes it, takes to the other computer, changes this one for the monitor, puts it the other side. At the end of the day, the cables are lost. So for you to ensure that in your lab, all those equipment, they are safe and they are not in movement, lock them, okay? Then also, IT labs are monitored either in person by the technician or through the cameras. You must have cameras in place. And when you have cameras, some of the things, we don't need to talk about them for a very long time. Security guaranteed. In Msoga College Mwere, we have cameras everywhere and we are not bothered. If possible, equipment should be placed to limited access. This is true. That's why where the computers are, you must lock. And when you lock, you limit access. Let a child come and say, "Sir, Mr. Charles, I need the keys." I will know that I've given so and so a key to go and open. So I have a way of following up. That means I am ensuring safety in my computer lab. Are we together, members? Then all PCs, all computers should be physically checked. They should be checked for unauthorized hardware devices on at least a periodic basis. Then also use of padlocks. My monitor here has a padlock. At least nobody will tamper with my RAM. Let me say the internal components, the components inside. Okay? No one will tamper with them. There are people who are very good at I normally say my students are very creative. Okay. Then lastly, of course, you must install, or you can install detective alarms. You've heard, many of you have vehicles. The moment a person comes around, even if he has just by mistake tampered with it, you are eating in a restaurant and you will come out, hey, somebody is tampering with your car. Let me talk about also building of a perimeter wall. Yes, if at all you can afford, why don't you can do that? Your computers will be very safe, and that means that you would have actually handled this topic very well, and you'll have handled the measures. Okay, now before I end, the last part that is normally set, the question normally is measures you would take to control physical access into the computer. Lock and key, burglar proofs, okay, alarm systems, physical armed security personnel, biometric devices. There, that means your lab is safe. I want to thank you for this lesson. Thank you for giving me this time. I thank God that we are still alive, and we pray that we remain safe. Wash your hands. Stay at home. See you. I remain Charles Mudawa, Busoga College Mweli ICT Department. I thank you very much.